The satisfying end of Johnny Somali by the internet anarchist. Well, it is truly satisfying. And apparently also, I have a video for later where like another nuisance streamer apparently found out and got his ass beat by an old man. But yeah, regardless, we'll just see what happened now with the dude. I don't know, it's just like, at this point, the thing is over. We've farmed him enough, I guess, but we'll see.
The most hated streamer in the world cannot stop making things worse for himself. From dancing shirtless in public.
That was not necessary. That was not. And I was so scared. You know why? When I originally saw the clip, I thought he was about to like pull down his pants. He thankfully didn't do that. But bro, I was so ready to like close, like end the stream immediately.
To cursing at and threatening the judge handling his case.
Judge, prosecutor, y'all can suck my dick. Yeah. Suck off. Causing anxiety by carrying a fish. Tell the judge you can suck my dick. Bring a fish to your mother's house. I don't care.
Johnny's on a one-man mission to self-destruct.
I haven't actually seen that clip. That's a new clip, see? Sometimes I do find new things about Johnny Somali. I bet Johnny's favorite baseball player, Albert Pujols. That's interesting. Yeah. Could be. Nah, I think they're in a Johnny and his friend, his Korean friend, in a homosexual relationship. That's what I believe.
And at this rate,
that's my headcanon.
Won't be long before the phrase digging your own grave comes with a picture of Johnny as its definition. The last time I talked about him, he was claiming to be a conduit of evil, someone who's willing to do whatever his viewers ask him as long as they give him money.
If you want to see anarchy, if you're an anarchist and you want somebody that is going to crash out with no remorse, with no sense of self-worth, with no sense of self-preservation, I will be your man.
I find that funny how he has no sense of when he says he has no sense of self-preservation, but then he really tries to find reason to not go to jail as well. I feel like you do. You're just lying. You're just talking out of your ass. Again, he's such an odd specimen for real. He's just like, why is he like, he doesn't even make money from this anymore, and he keeps just doing this. Also, I've not seen this clip either. I didn't even know he was doing that, digging his own soup, making his own soup, and not eating it too. Well, you made it. Now you gotta eat it too, regardless.
Unfortunately for everyone else, he wasn't lying. He's since spiraled into even further degeneracy, willing to cross any moral line just so he can cling on to the little relevance he has left. And if that wasn't bad enough, the Korean authorities are now investigating him for a crime so disgusting, it overshadows everything else.
Is it the kid stuff? It's probably the kid stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it's gotta be the kid stuff. But do you look soap? Soap, that makes more sense. Spelling mistake happens.
Else he's done so far.
Ramsey Khalid Ismail is under police. He has been referred to the prosecutor. Serious consideration of child sexual harassment.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're taking yet another look at the train wreck that is Johnny Somali. How his
I don't even remember what he did. Was he like talking to a minor and like saying weird stuff to a minor? I think that was it. I don't know if there's more. Can call Johnny any name. He's the worst. He's worse than any slur. The word you could. It's always kid stuff. Yeah. You know. We could like. You shouldn't say the N-word, but I'm not gonna be mad if you call him that. I'll be real. I kinda don't care. when we're talking about slurs here.
Somehow found a way to sink even lower than before, and in a twist that defies all logic, how his vile actions are paradoxically paving the way for a better reality everywhere else. But until that positive change happens, everyone is stuck dealing with a guy like Johnny, who decided that he wasn't charged with enough crimes already and started harassing other streamers to add one more offense to his name.
Nana, what's up? Somali! Nana Somali!
No!
Nana Somali!
Go away, go away.
He stream sniped a creator known as Slightly Homeless and approached
Oh, wait, what? I've never heard of that too. I've missed a lot of things here. I missed a lot of things. I never heard of that too. That he stream sniped somebody. At least I've not seen this. Or maybe I've seen it but forgotten. Maybe I know that he stream sniped another woman. That I know of. And what is too good for him, bro?
him without warning just to be a part of his content.
What the? What? Wait.
Yo!
Wait.
Switch the camera around!
Wait.
Switch the camera!
Wait.
Hit it!
Wait.
Yeah.
You're setting me up. This is a setup.
You might.
Hey, you're gonna get me killed, dude.
Slightly Homeless knew exactly who Johnny was and wanted no part of him. But when he tried to walk away, Johnny began chasing him through the streets like a lunatic.
Nothing is too late. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. You're just far.
I'm actually not up to date with the Johnny lore. You are correct. I'm just not up to date with my Johnny lore. That's true. Retard too good, Neanderthal too good, subhuman too good for him. Everything's just too good for him. Bro, he's in his own class. It's just, why is he, I mean, attention, but that attention doesn't do him anything. It doesn't do him anything. And this one is a new one. But also, does this guy stream on Twitch? Because if he does, I know Johnny's banned on Twitch. And remember, somebody shows up that is banned on Twitch in your stream while you're streaming on Twitch. As far as I'm aware, they can ban you. The question is, was that before or after?
Just following me.
Shit.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go, dude. Dude, I don't have no. Dude, get the.
From there, he kept stream sniping Slightly Homeless to find his location and show up wherever he went.
Is that not... That is harassment, isn't that? That is harassment.
All while harassing Slightly Homeless's girlfriend, a Japanese streamer, Nana, as well.
Oh, my homie! Nana, what's up? Somali! Nana Somali!
No!
Nana Somali!
Go away, go away. Go away, go away.
Why you acting like you are?
Go away, go away, go away.
Oh, so it is probably this situation that I've known of. Yeah, but it was uninvited. I don't trust Twitch, that's a problem. Angel just for too good for him. Yeah, it is. You seen Johnny harass a female soldier verbally in Israel? I think he did that. Surely that falls into stalking. I guess so. Yeah. So I don't think Twitch would ban him. Okay. I don't trust Twitch. That's a problem usually.
High five!
Go away, go away. Go away. Go away, go away, go away.
When they refused to entertain his stalking, he went full maniac mode and started hurling extremely inappropriate and derogatory terms at Nana.
Remember when I told you Nakadashi, Nakadashi?
Oh. Kimoy.
Timore, why are you saying that?
The only way they got away from Johnny was by taking shelter in a police station.
Somali stalking.
Something Johnny responded to by threatening to slap Nana and stalk her again the next day.
But how does this go into the child sexual harassment? How does that... Wait, is she underage? Nah, it can't be. How does that tie into that? Or is this just a recap also of the things he has done? Odd. Also, threatening to hurt a woman, to hit a woman. Yeah, I'd be throwing hands. if somebody was doing that to my girlfriend, for sure.
Let Nana come, I'll slap the fuck out of that bitch in front of her boyfriend, nigga. Give a fuck.
You mean I'm on that bitch tomorrow? If Nana's live, I'm on that bitch.
Basically the story.
Do you think you stop me? If Nana's live, I'm on that bitch tomorrow.
Fortunately, they managed to file a police report, resulting in Johnny getting slapped with yet another misdemeanor. However, this did little to stop Johnny, since, in his mind, he's done nothing wrong.
What you talking about? Where's Nana? Is Nana outside? Is Nana outside? They told the judge this was twerking on the bus. This was twerking. How is that a crime?
But when you do that on strangers, that's harassment. Congratulations.
Like how does like, yes, twerking is first of all a sexual activity. If you do that towards strangers or anybody for that matter that does not consent to it, that is in fact harassment. You could probably also call it already sexual harassment. So yeah. That is a crime.
Dude is completely losing it because he's slowly realizing his actions actually have consequences.
He even doubled down, went to a convenience store, and started blaring loud music, disrupting their business. Mind you, this is the same crime he's already being charged for already.
Funnily enough, this clip I know, but the dancing clip I've not seen. Ooh, there are clips in there that I have not seen yet. Interesting. Very interesting.
Then, after getting hurt,
yeah, that was the clip also where he like took instant noodles and just threw them at people.
He called the local police department to discuss the report Slightly Homeless filed against him, and with the help of Hank, tried to claim that the report was false.
조니 소말리랑 지금 어떤 연락을 받으신 거예요?
누가 조니가
네.
뭐를 했다고 하면서 거짓으로 신고를 했어요.
As if the police would just believe their word.
I still don't understand why Hank is doing this. I still don't get it. As far as I'm aware, like, even his family hates him now. It's just odd. I don't know why he's risking his own livelihood, his own, like, stands, everything, for this piece of garbage. You can argue it was harassing them, so I doubt Twitch would ban someone. Yeah, probably. For him in the stream. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sure. I still don't trust that.
And dropped the case immediately, though maybe he genuinely believed something like this would happen, because when it didn't, he became furious and started cursing at the officer on the phone.
Shut the fuck up, you ass.
And as if that wasn't enough, the very next day he was out on the street, twerking in nothing but his boxers.
Korea number one!
All while telling others to call the police.
Call the police right now, nigga. Call the police. Call the police now. Call the police right now.
But when the police did show up to arrest him again, he began panicking and started resisting arrest. However, while he was arrested, an officer dropped him back at home just a few hours later, which he was quick to brag about on Discord. What he fails to realize is that the Korean authorities are letting him roam free for a reason. Now,
they're letting him roam. I wonder if they're letting him roam free so he can continue to farm crimes. Fuck, can he dispute the claim when there is literal footage of it? That's the thing. He tried to dispute a lot of claims when there's literally footage of it. Which is why I don't buy him the no self-preservation thingy. Bro, imagine being stuck in an elevator with that thing. He would probably get another charge for harassment.
Now, this is just a theory, but according to some rumors, the Korean officials are letting him do whatever he wants on purpose, just to let him stack up even more charges, which would make it much easier to lock him up for good. Even if that's not the case, Johnny's already doing a fantastic job of incriminating himself, all while live streaming the evidence. As a comment on YouTube puts it, it's so weird seeing a dude document his own self-destruction and revel in every moment of discourse. You'd think that after being humiliated in front of the entire world and being so close to spending the rest of his life behind bars, that he'd finally learn his lesson. Maybe just...
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't, because he genuinely somehow is delusional enough to believe that he can get himself out of this situation, like he did with every country. He should have already went to jail in Japan or Israel or anywhere, but they just didn't want to have him, because imagine paying taxes for that piece of shit. The guy's stupid. Yeah, true. If no, I would turn to Guyver and fix the elevator to not being with with Somali. Very understandable. It's just like, bro, it's just why it doesn't even make any rational sense anymore. I definitely think that if you look inside this man's head, you might find a mental illness or three.
To lay low for a while. But nope, Johnny keeps on doubling down, even going as far as threatening to R-word female officers while he was detained for his obscene shirtless dancing.
They brought some females in Texas. They're lucky I don't just...
What makes this even worse is that...
What the fuck? That's a new one too. There are countless of clips that I haven't seen and haven't. What the fuck are we doing? Lock this man up? This guy is one of the most famous for all the wrong reasons. Very true. What the fuck are we doing? He should be in jail. What takes so long for them to just put him away? If somebody makes threats like that, he is a danger to society.
This is far from the first time he's threatened to SA women. He did the same thing to female officers when he was in Israel.
Don't touch me. I'll slap that ass. I'll grab it too. Donald Trump told me grab it by the pussy. I'll grab that too.
And made even more vile threats against streamer Moxie.
Don't ever lie on my ass again, ugly ass guy.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, I got niggas.
That said, he does have a 200 IQ plan to avoid jail time, and this plan is to get a bipolar disorder diagnosis so he can plead insanity.
And that me and Hank are gonna go to a psychiatrist pretty soon and bring the paperwork.
That cannot work. Please, that cannot work. That cannot work. Please, doctor, whoever is the psychiatrist that looks at this man. Do not give him anything. Even if he does have bipolar, just ignore it. just ignore it, bro. What the fuck are we doing? He does have a plan, which is crazy. At least he appears to have a brain. If that works, though, is the other question. Looks inside his head to find what was inside Pandora's box. Nah, just a black hole, emptiness.
We're gonna go to a psychiatrist here in Korea and bring him the paperwork of that. And hopefully he said it can help my case, because I am diagnosed as bipolar 2 in America.
And while mental health can be taken into account during sentencing in South Korean courts, it's unlikely to do Johnny any favors, since he's publicly admitted to doing all the terrible things he does simply for money.
Why are you being racist to other people in other countries? Why are you bullying people in other countries?
For money, like, for clout. I've said it many times. I don't give a I have no morals. I'm a sociopath. I don't give a at all. Like, period. Like, put this in your next YouTube.
Like, I am completely, like, again, we have it on video, as if being bipolar doesn't have enough stigma already. Well,
documentary. I don't give a.
But even if you ignore everything he said before getting arrested in Korea, his behavior since then is more than enough to reveal the evil person he truly is. Because when he's not out harassing people on the streets or making disturbing threats towards women, he's on stream trying to intimidate the Korean government by claiming he'll turn himself into a bioweapon.
Korea does not let me out of Korea. I'm telling you right now. It is a danger to the Korean women. I have had so much sex with Korean women while I've been locked. I don't get any STD tests and I make sure to spread whatever I have to all of these Korean women.
These.
What the fuck? No! Dude, why is it taking them that long? He has like everything. He just has more and more stuff that they can use to just jail the motherfucker, but they just refuse to do it because they need more. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy behavior. Straight up saying, yeah, I'm spreading STDs on purpose. Wait, does that confirm me that he has STDs? Would Darga, would Johnny have up there, or would Bonnie Blue have down there? Let's not get into that. Ugh.
Threats are obviously nothing more than the idiotic ramblings of a man desperate to create drama, but as many on the internet hope for, maybe the Korean government should take them more seriously. At this point, he is a risk to the public health and safety. That's bioterrorism and could mark him as an enemy of the state. I do hope the Korean police and court system
that could actually be considered bioterrorism? That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, that's interesting. At this point, just put him down for real. Get the shot and end it. STD roulette. Ugh.
Takes this seriously. Hypotheticals aside, it's clear the Korean authorities have no plans to let Johnny walk away scot-free, because, as it turns out, they've launched yet another investigation into his past actions. This time for a crime far more serious than being obnoxious in a store or harassing people on the street.
Here's a new spicy charge. Take some time. Let this sink in.
This goes back to when Johnny visited the Lotte World theme park in Seoul. There, he left his Bluetooth speaker on, allowing donors to play any audio they wanted on it. And this was just as disastrous as you might expect. At one point during the stream, while surrounded by families, the text-to-speech on his speaker started repeating a disgusting Korean phrase, which essentially translates to "I want to have blank with children." Now, he might try to argue that
what the fuck? That's crazy. I mean, this isn't from him. Technically, does that count? Does that count? Huh.
he doesn't understand the language, so he was completely unaware of what it meant. However, that argument falls apart quickly when you realize park employees repeatedly begged him to turn the speaker off. Yet he kept refusing, claiming it was just his quote ringtone.
Hi. Oh, sorry, ringtone.
So he's pretending it's his ringtone.
Bro would actually put the shotgun and just pull the trigger towards himself straight up with this one. Bro, you can't like, of course he doesn't know what it actually, I guess he doesn't know what it actually means, but refusing to turn it off when people tell him to turn it off and saying it's his ringtone, that's incriminating regardless. I don't know, that's crazy. What the fuck? What the actual heck?
He's not turning it down intentionally. Once again, willful negligence. Even if he doesn't understand the text, willful negligence around children.
He was calling me on the phone. Down. Okay.
He keeps it on full blast, by the way.
If convicted, this alone could add another 10 years to his prison sentence. But even that's not the end of his troubles. His second trial was set for May 16th, 2025, and according to reports from people who attended the hearing, he was late yet again. But unlike last time, Johnny, quote, didn't have a smile on his face, which does make sense. Depending on the conviction, he can be sentenced to over 36 years in prison, while he's still putting on the active
36 years in prison for being a retard in another country. Yeah, that comes great. That's great. That's great. Hey, at least he isn't like Vitaly, who like started becoming Christian.
Being bold and unbothered, he's most likely starting to feel the weight of possibly spending the next few decades locked up in a foreign prison. A good example of this pressure is his change of mind about emulating Kanye. You see, he initially wanted to show up to court dressed in a black KKK robe similar to Ye.
What the how does he even come to that idea? What the fuck? Huh? Pulling, what the heck?
What about the cake outfit at the court? Is that too crazy? The same one kind of had.
He even went ahead and got one custom made before the hearing, but after talking about this plan for weeks and spending actual money on it.
What the fuck are we doing? What the heck? I've posted a suggestion, thank you. What the fuck are we doing? Bro, there's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no fucking way. Dude, that's crazy shit, making that.
He decided not to wear it at the last minute, knowing Johnny, the only reason he didn't go through with it was because he was scared of extending his sentence even further. And to make matters worse, there's nothing he could gain from being his unhinged self anymore. He's been perma-banned from high-paying platforms like Kick. So, at this point, he's destroying his life for free. In his own words, it's not worth it anymore.
It's worth it. At this point, no.
Unfortunately for Johnny, even
well, that realization came quite late. That realization happened quite late. That realization happened quite late. What do you mean? At this point, no. Yeah, what? What did you expect? Like 3Ks is one hell of an oxymoron. You will not believe it, but there's cases of people who belong to that group. There's a black guy that collects these things after the 3Ks people like stop belonging to that group. He just they just give him the hoods and stuff. It's really interesting. I guess good ending. It's just weird.
If he suddenly decides to turn his life around now, it's too little too late. At this point, any regret he shows falls on deaf ears, because no one has any empathy left to give. He only regrets it now because the consequences are severe and can cost him over 30 years in a foreign prison, where they don't believe in things like pleading down and early parole. He also tried to blame his actions on alcohol.
Interesting, so if he does in fact go to jail, he will not be released early. Basically, if he goes to jail for those 36 years, he's going to stay in there for 36 years. That's actually quite wild. Okay, I didn't know that.
I mean, like alcohol is definitely the reason why I've done so many great. And it's do not back down, never give up. It's not backing down, never giving up. It's about just bettering yourself as a person. I think I'd truly be a better person if I didn't drink alcohol. I feel like it doesn't bring anything better. It doesn't bring anything positive to my life. You know what I mean?
But much to his dismay, no one's buying that excuse. As a comment on YouTube puts it, he still takes zero accountability, now blaming alcohol for it all. What a turd. However, the biggest reason Johnny might be starting—
What a turd. That could mean multiple things, but I'm not reading too much into it. Self-hating racism is kind of odd. No, it not just kind of, it is odd. It is odd. Why do you hate yourself based on your own skin color? How does that work? What? Why are you doing that? That's weird.
Starting to clean up his act is because he's running out of support from all directions. He begged Ice Poseidon to unban him on Kick.
I don't think I'm a bad person. I want to come back to Kick.com. I want to stream on Kick again. I want to move past this. I literally do. I want to change.
But was shut down almost immediately. His parents disowned him.
You guys are my family. I'm not gonna lie. Like I told you guys, my family disowned me.
His family disowned him? I didn't even know that. That's also new. Interesting. Based family. But then again, you raised this motherfucker, so I don't know what happened. When you went wrong as parents. But at the same time, you cannot control what your children do all the time. So I guess, I don't know.
My dad, the other day, I was like, do I really cause you that much stress? And my dad told me, you caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father.
And now, the only person who stood by him all this time, Hank, is also starting to feel the squeeze. He was begging for donations earlier, stating, "Legal fees are very taxing me. If anyone wants to help out with the legal fees, please donate." Also, Johnny has a travel ban. Korea doesn't let him work and doesn't give any support. Johnny is out of money now and I'm supporting him. There is no choice. He will starve if I don't.
Well, there's no other choice, you know, you support him doing this. Chop chop, boyfriend. Pay up for your whore. Become the pay pig that you so desire to be. Base parents, for real, for real. Yep, definitely.
His parents also threatened to stop sending him money since he's wasting most of it on Johnny, and all of this is finally getting to him.
I'm getting also punished by South Korea because of guilty by association.
All of this is to say, even someone as stubborn as Johnny can't continue being a nuisance under these circumstances, which I suspect is—
There's a limit to guilty by association. There's a limit. To me, there's a limit. Like, if you are actually supporting someone that does weird ass shit, and in this case it is definitely— if you support a criminal, there's a difference. Like, this is no longer guilt by association. You are supporting a criminal. At that point, it's over. This is not like, oh, I follow him on Twitter. That's not what it is. It's actively supporting someone. And actively supporting someone's bad behavior. Enabling it, even.
Why he pleaded not guilty to the 2 deepfake charges during the recent trial, as they're the ones that carry the bulk of his potential prison sentence. Unfortunately for Johnny, with the many clips of him proudly showcasing those videos himself, there's nothing he could say to successfully beat those charges. Though outside the courtroom, Johnny's infamy is starting to have a surprisingly positive impact on the world. As strange as that is, allow me to explain. In the beginning, Johnny's popularity looked like a bad thing for countries like Japan and Korea.
Oh, this dude's German, which infuriates me. And people hate this dude. And he also got his ass beat already and stopped. I would disown him as family too of my brother. So stupid, I'm gonna let him drag me to hell, true.
People feared that many other nuisance IRL streamers would follow in his footsteps and make life a living hell for the residents of these countries. And while that did happen, it also had an unexpected side effect. Johnny's behavior made it painfully clear that the only real way to deal with these obnoxious streamers is to stand up to them. Now,
exactly. To properly punish them. What other options do we have? What other options are there? They're not gonna stop until until the countries, in fact, put a stop to it. That's just the truth. That's the only way we can get rid of these people, right? I mean, we just had another one. A Japanese guy, was it? Or just, like, in general, just a guy in Japan.
People are no longer willing to let these streamers do whatever they want.
Come on, Japan, like, is this how it is? What the What are you doing? Yo, what the Yo, I'm getting attacked! I'm getting attacked!
And even the authorities are becoming more proactive in arresting foreign streamers when they cause trouble, which can only be a good thing. The only thing left now is for Johnny to get what he deserves. His next trial is set up for August of this year, and from what I've seen—
we will be waiting. We will be waiting. I prayed for times like these, and they happened. I am in fact waiting for this trial, for real. This is gonna be fun to watch. All the videos that come out when he finally goes to jail.
The Korean government is going to make an example out of him. They know that letting him off with just a slap on the wrist would send the wrong message, an open invitation for other streamers like him to do the same. The Korean authorities need to show the world exactly what happens when someone else comes into their country just to harass and disrespect their people. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any updates.
Very true. You should also subscribe and like the video. Thank you. My opinion is very simple. Send him to jail. Give him the full jail time. I have no sympathy for him at all anymore, whatsoever. With the additional clips I've seen. Especially with, like, the weird child stuff. Just send him to jail. Just end it all. End Korea's misery and just get rid of this guy. This will set a perfect example. The Philippines have already done it with Vitaly. Now it's Korea's time to finish the job. That's how I see it.